Hey everyone, welcome back. In this Math 20-1 lesson, we are learning trigonometric ratios. Outcomes T1 and T2. If this video helps, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Today we will work with angles in standard position, reference angles, coterminal angles. The 6 trig ratios, special triangles, exact values, quadrantal angles, and trig equations. From 0 degrees to 360 degrees. An angle in standard position starts with its initial arm on the positive x-axis. The angle turns around the origin until it reaches the terminal arm. Counterclockwise rotation is positive and clockwise rotation is negative. From 0 degrees to 360 degrees, the terminal arm can land in any of the 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1 is between 0 and 90 degrees. Quadrant 2 is between 90 and 180. Quadrant 3 is between 180 and 270, and Quadrant 4 is between 270 and 360. A reference angle is the acute angle between the terminal arm and the x-axis. It is always positive and it is always between 0 and 90 degrees. For example, an angle of 150 degrees is in quadrant 2. Its reference angle is 30 degrees because 180 minus 150 is 30. Coterminal angles are angles that end at the same terminal arm. To find them, add or subtract 360 degrees. So 150 degrees, 510 degrees, and negative 210 degrees are coterminal. On a right triangle, we remember sine, cosine, and tangent with SHCAHTOA. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. The other 3 ratios are reciprocals. Cosecant is 1 over sine, secant is 1 over cosine, and cotangent is 1 over tangent. In the coordinate plane, if a point on the terminal arm is x, y, and the radius is r, then sine theta equals y over r, cosine theta equals x over r, and tangent theta equals y over x. Special triangles let us find exact trig values without a calculator. The 45, 90 triangle has side lengths 1, 1, and root 2. The 30, 90 triangle has side lengths 1, root 3, and 2. These triangles give the exact ratios for 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. For example, sine 30 degrees is 1/2, cosine 60 degrees is also 1/2, and tangent 45 degrees is 1. Exact values combine reference angles with quadrant signs. The special angle tells us the size of the ratio, and the quadrant tells us the sign. Use the cast rule. In quadrant 1, all trig ratios are positive. In quadrant 2, sine is positive. In quadrant 3, tangent is positive. In quadrant 4, cosine is positive. For example, sine 150 degrees has a reference angle of 30 degrees. Sine is positive in quadrant 2, so sine 150 degrees equals 1/2. Cosine 210 degrees has a reference angle of 30 degrees. Cosine is negative in quadrant 3, so cosine 210 degrees equals negative root 3 over 2. Quadrantal angles land directly on an axis: 0, 90, 180, 270. and 360 degrees. For these angles, use the unit circle coordinates. At 0 degrees the point is 1, 0. At 90 degrees it is 0, 1. At 180 degrees it is negative 1, 0. At 270 degrees it is 0, negative 1. At 360 degrees it is back to 1, 0. Remember that tangent is y over x. So tangent is undefined whenever x equals 0. That means tangent 90 degrees and tangent 270 degrees are undefined. To solve trig equations from 0 degrees to 360 degrees, use 3 steps. First, Isolate the trig ratio. Second, find the reference angle. Third, choose the quadrants where the ratio has the correct sign. Example 1. Solve sin theta equals 1/2. The reference angle is 30 degrees. Sine is positive in quadrants 1 and 2, so theta equals 30 degrees and 150 degrees. Example 2. Solve 2 cosine theta minus 1 equals 0. Isolate cosine theta to get cosine theta equals 1/2. The reference angle is 60 degrees. Cosine is positive in quadrants 1 and 4, so theta equals 60 degrees and 300 degrees. Here is your trigonometric ratios checklist. Draw angles in standard position. Find reference and coterminal angles. Know all 6 trig ratios. Use special triangles for exact values. Use CAS to choose signs by quadrant. Memorize quadrantal angle coordinates. And when solving trig equations, isolate the ratio, find the reference angle, then choose the correct quadrants. Like the video and subscribe for the next Math 20-1 lesson.